everyone, I am Ji-yoon Won from Vietnam. The way to handle the accident in Korea is different from the Vietnam's. Korea's emergency call number is 119. First, let's learn how to use 119 emergency service. How to use 119 emergency service center. It's not only asking for help to 119 when there is fire. In emergency situations, such as finding an emergency patient, car accident, hiking accident, and so forth, 119 gives you a hand when asking for hospital and pharmacy opened on holiday. Hello, emergency situation, my leg is broken. Press 119 and tell them emergency situation, then describe the origin location of accident, buildings nearby, etc. When one's life is in a dangerous state, within 4 minutes, the life rate is more than 80%. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation is when there is sudden heart attack. It decreases the damage of brain and prevents death of patients. Let's learn about this for prevention of possible occurrence. First, softly tap the shoulder of patient and ask, "Are you okay?" and check the consciousness and pulse. If there is no answer from him or her, ask others nearby you to call 119. One hand on the back of another hand and cross the fingers, then place it on the middle of the chest. Stretch the arms straight and perpendicularly press the chest hard with a pace of at least 100 times per minute and depth of 5 to 6 centimeters. Tilting the head of patient back and hold up the chin and open the airway. Close the nose of patient using thumb and index finger and open the mouth, then give a breath 2 times. Repeat 30 times of chest compressions and 2 times of artificial respiration until the ambulance workers arrive. Fire accident. If you use this at first, you will be out of damage. How to use fire extinguisher. The use of fire extinguisher is important. Initially extinguishing the fire can prevent bigger catastrophe. Let me teach you the manual of the fire extinguisher. Fire! Fire! Move the fire extinguisher and pull out the safety pin. Then pull out the nozzle and splash it equally. Shake it once a month so that it doesn't get dried. Don't keep it on the edge. Place it where it can be used easily. Let's learn about the case of the indoor fire hydrant that is installed in the buildings. Open the fire hydrant box, then pull out the nozzle and the hose and stretch them and take them nearby the fire. And then open the valve and splash the water at the fire. Fire accident. Where do you think your school is on the fire safety? Fire, common mistakes. While having a fun time, full of smoke filled in a brief moment. We thought a person escaped already. Why is the late person dead? If you open the door without checking the fire, the smoke and the flame may penetrate inside and cause one's death. When there is a fire, please check whether the door handle is boiling hot. If there is a big fire over the door, do not open the door. Do not forget to check the door handle. The action guide for the fire outbreak. What are the ways to respond if there is a fire? Fire! Fire! Shout out fire loud to notify the people. Then press the fire alarm. Escaping is also important, but people often die from the suffocation from the burned carpet or the furniture. Cover one's mouth with a wet fabric. The layer of the smoke is at the top and the fresh air is at the bottom. Lower your body and move by the wall. Do not run hastily. Using the elevator is dangerous, so do not use it. Instead of elevator, use the stairs and the fire escape apparatus. Wait for the emergency workers. Korea has 4 seasons such as spring, summer, fall, and winter. And there are many nature disasters for its seasons. First, what is the disaster that takes place in spring? Yellow sand phenomenon. It's the sand or dust that contains heavy metals, and it is harmful for our body. And there's 5 stages of the concentration of fine dust. Yellow sand is the one take place often in spring. To know whether there is a yellow sand right now, you can check it from the meteorological site or call 131. During yellow sand phenomenon, wear masks when going out. Children, elderly, and people with respiratory problems should be refrained from going out. It is beneficial to drink water often. Close the window and check the crack in order to prevent yellow sand from coming in. After the going out, wash the hands immediately. What is the disaster that takes place often in summer? Heavy rain. Heavy rain is a huge amount of rain that takes place within a short time. When there is a heavy rain, it is good to take action beforehand. A plan to decrease the damage of heavy rain. When there is breaking news about the heavy rain, check the weather news through TV and radio. You should inspect the drainage at any time. You should prepare medicine, flashlight, water, emergency food supply, and etc. There may be a chance of being electrocuted. Do not go nearby them. Do not go nearby the construction area, rooftop, basement, series manhole block. Lowland and flooded area residents should be ready for evacuation. Use sandbags to prevent the water from flowing inside the house. Immediate evacuation for people near the valley due to the danger of isolation. When you are isolated in the mountain, wait for the rescue. This is a disaster that takes place often in Korea during the summer. Typhoon. Typhoon comes with a strong wind and a large amount of rain. Ways to minimize the damage from typhoon. To reduce the damage of typhoon, use TV, radio, smartphones, and etc. to check the direction of typhoon and the estimated arrival time. Inspect drainage to ensure if it is clear. Pull out the plugs of electronics and turning them off when lightning and thundering. Things that might fly off should be moved inside or hold it somewhere. Close the door and windows. If the vehicle is parked near the river, transfer the vehicle to more secured place. Don't go nearby the construction site, telephone poles, street lights, and traffic lights. This resident should stop working and move the fishing net to safe area and then ready for evacuation. Gale. When the gale takes place, the trees are shaken and the branches break easily, and it is also hard to wait with a strong wind. Ways to minimize the damage from gale. In gale, if you go outside, there may be a crash of signs and broken street trees. If there is an information of gale, move the laundry, plants, or small object indoor. Close the door and windows well and make sure that it doesn't move. If the window sill is old, then the window can be broken, so strengthen them. Fix the window sill with the tape so that the window does not break by the strong wind. After the gale goes by, make sure to check the gas. Electricity and water tap whether they are working well. This is something that comes in winter surely. It might look beautiful, but it can also cause a huge accident. Heavy snow. Lots of snow falling. Ways to minimize the damage from heavy snow. While there is a heavy snow, check the traffic conditions through TV and radio often. And do not go outside. Scatter the sand or calcium chloride on the street to prevent slipping. The snow in front of my house and buildings must be removed regularly. There might be a traffic jam, so use the public transportation. Since there are many accident occurrences in the snow, so drive slowly. If the cars are isolated in the snow, call 119 and ask for help while staying inside the car. What if the ground is suddenly shaking? What to do? Earthquake. Horrifying earthquake. Adequate evacuation is important. The action guide for the earthquake. When there is an earthquake, the exit might be blocked, so open the door beforehand. Close the gas valve and shut down the electricity. Do not hastily go out, go under the table. Or protecting your head with the seating cushion is a good choice. When an earthquake occurs, the windows and the sign might crash, so do not hastily run and go outside. Do not use the elevator. Elevator safety. Small careless leads to a disastrous accident. The action guide for using the elevator and escalator. On the escalator, stand inside the yellow lines and look straight. While holding the handle, do not walk or run on the escalator. When your clothes or shoes are stuck in the escalator, press the red stop button to stop the escalator. Or if the escalator suddenly stops, press the emergency bell. Help me! Help me! Report to 119. Help me, I am isolated in the escalator. If you're forced to open the door, it is dangerous. Maintain the capacity. When the accident occurs, wait for the ambulance workers calmly. Safety regulation and playing in the water. Something that comes first in your mind during the summer, fun playing in the water. Should you learn about the safety regulation and playing in the water? Main cause of drowning accident is drinking. Do not drink before swimming. Stretch the muscles before swimming. Wet your body parts that are far from the heart before going into the water. Please wear life jacket. Do not go into the dangerous area. If you have food in mouth while swimming, the suffocation can be occurred. Children must play nearby the adults. If things are swept away, do not chase for it. Dangerous jokes are prohibited. If there are people who are drowning, do not dive into the water, but through the tube or object that are nearby. Call 119 and report. It is good for you to check the Emergency Ready app. It provides you the information of disasters, tips for emergency, how to report 119 and 112, etc. Smartphone Emergency Ready app. Search and install the Emergency Ready app in the Play Store and App Store. Through a direct call, quick report is possible. Variety of action guide information provides weather information. "12 tips for accidents in Korea." Please let your Vietnam friends know these tips. We hope the world that everybody is safe.
미녀들의 꿀꿀 타임!